Question number 3, Sarah Dowie.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance. What reports has he received showing that lower interest rates and a pickup in construction activity are helping to support growth in the economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, last week the Reserve Bank released its MPS for June 2015 and cut the official cash rate to 3.25%, just above a 50-year low for interest rates. The bank said the economy is growing at around 3% a year, supported by low interest rates, continued growth in construction activity, high net migration and a decline in fuel prices, and it noted risks including weaker prospects for dairy prices, higher petrol prices, and indicated that these could slow income and demand growth. Annual inflation remains near zero. The Reserve Bank's outlook is for solid real growth in the economy.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Sarah Dowie.
What is the Reserve Bank's outlook for growth, employment and household savings?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, the forecasts for these are reasonably strong. They forecast economic output to increase by an average of 3% for each of the next 3 years. Total employment growth is expected to be 1.5% over the next 3 years, above recent averages, with unemployment expected to fall to 5%. Household savings is expected to remain positive and well above long-term averages at 2 to 3% of disposable income.
Supplementary question, Sarah Dowie.
To the Minister, what other reports has he received on the outlook for the New Zealand economy?
Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, earlier this week NZIER released its consensus forecast. That is, they compile all the economic forecasts that are done. It says that although the outlook has been pared back slightly following the fall in dairy prices, forecasters expect average annual growth of nearly 3% in the 3 years to 2018. And they note particularly the labour market as a positive aspect of the outlook. Export growth is expected to pick up over 2016 despite slowing activity in trading partners. These forecasts are consistent with the moderate, sustainable growth that underpins the budget.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Sarah Dowie.
What alternative reports has he seen on interest rates?
Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, I've received 2 particular reports lately. The first report said households were worse off because of high interest rates. A second report received last week following the Reserve Bank's cut in the OCR said lower interest rates apparently showed the economy is on a downward slide. If sustained growth of 3% and 150,000 more jobs by 2019 is the economy, then that's not too bad. Both of these reports came from an organisation that apparently thinks that both higher interest rates and lower interest rates are bad for the New Zealand economy. It could only be one organisation, the New Zealand Labour Party.
Question number 4, Dr. David Clark.